Honestly, it's giving jealousy. Like, I couldn't afford that when I was 10, but like, why would I care? Y'all are mad that 10-year-olds can afford it and you can't, and you're the one who works the 9 to 5. Leave the 10-year-olds alone. Go worry about your actual issues. I'm sure you have a lot of them.
I'll tell you what, I do have a lot of problems. And we're about to find out right now what those problems are. This is probably the most disgusting and disturbing person that I have ever seen exploiting their children on the internet. Actually psychotic and insane behavior. This video makes me pissed off. And you should be pissed off too. This is why we should care about all of this stuff. It's not about me being jealous of 10-year-olds. By the way, this girl's not even 10. She's 5 or 6. This is why you should care. I was thinking of ways to demonstrate just how much things have changed for our youth. And I figured there was no better way than showing you a picture of me at 10 years old. That's me. Okay? No $100 skincare routine, just a goofy hat and a dream. Acting goofy, being goofy, and wow, have things ever changed for the 10-year-olds of today. If you are not already aware of the current epidemic of 10-year-olds inside of Sephora, taking over Sephora's and buying out all their products, let me enlighten you. 10-year-olds have taken over Sephora. They are the #1 customer right now, it appears. They have traded in their goofy hats for their parents' credit cards. They have traded in their Clean and Clear Morning Burst for Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. They have traded in their St. Ives Apricot Scrub for alpha hydroxy acids, okay? Now, you might be thinking, okay, you know, what's the big deal? We will get into that. So I do want to give a disclaimer before this video begins that some of the things that you see in this video may shock you. I stumbled upon what might be one of the most problematic and horrifying things that you will see on the internet today. And I would have never found it had I not gone down the 10-year-olds inside Sephora rabbit hole. So with that being said, leave a like and subscribe if you're not already, and let's just get into it. Okay, in order for you to understand what we're talking about, you need to see it with your own eyes. So I've prepared some clips for you that we are gonna watch right now.
I just saw a girl on my For You page talking about how Sephora has become the new Claire's. There's a bunch of 10-year-olds running around fiending for Drunk Elephant and like peeing for Rare Beauty as if Selena Gomez is in the building. And let me tell you, I have a story for you. These 10-year-olds are crazy. Like literally the most feral. I was a camp counselor. The Sephora kids are different than any type of kids. First of all, whatever did happen to Claire's? Because I catch myself going into Claire's sometimes when I want a pair of cheap earrings or like a random event that I'm never gonna wear.
Yeah, Sephora stores are not looking too good. The testers are being destroyed. The products are sold out for specific brands. There's like specific brands that they tend to trend towards. I can say this also, by the way, as a former Sephora employee, that #1, we never used to have 10-year-olds in our store. Never. I worked there probably, God, it was probably 10 years ago almost. I never remember seeing kids that young inside of Sephora buying anything. But whenever there were kids in store, they were the ones that destroyed the testers. I remember having to clean up literally crime scene level things that kids had done to makeup. I didn't even know you could do that with makeup. They managed to do it. So it definitely is, in my opinion, the younger kids that are destroying these testers. 10-year-old Sephora taking over Sephora is real. Summer Fridays, Glow Recipe. Like this is what they used to do, honestly, to the testers. And a lot of Sephoras apparently are getting rid of the testers because of this
Sephora.
very issue. Anyway, here we go.
And I asked the lady if they had any drunk elephant.
All the Drunk Elephants sold out. This one couldn't even look at Sephora because of the 10-year-olds. Just so chaotic. It says, I'm certain that at 11 years old, my skincare regimen did not require anything from here. They all have the Glow Recipe. Seeing if the 10 to 15-year-old Sephora kid thing is true. She's looking at the Drunk Elephant. There's the testers again. The bronze drops. They love the bronze drops. Skincare smoothie. That's something where they take products like this, squirt it up because you press it down and then the product like squirts up. And then they'll mix the other products on top of there and like mix it on there. And it's called a skincare smoothie. So if you were not aware. So they do that with the Drunk Elephant like moisturizers.
She takes a Drunk Elephant Protini moisturizer and then she starts mixing things in the testers. No.
No.
These Sephora kids are out of control. Begging her mom to buy her Laneige.
Oh my God. She's inside the store begging, like saying, like trying to get her mom to come inside.
Part 2 of Sephora Kid Gone Wild.
Summer Fridays is 25. They have no more. I asked the worker if they have anything similar and a nice shimmery lip gloss that is clear. And then she said yes, something for 22. And I asked, is it a lip gloss? And she said no. Please, I pinky promise I'll pay you back.
What?
This will
What?
mean a lot to me.
No, bro, you're not gonna get me. This does not work.
It actually will.
She's begging for the Laneige, probably lip mask or whatever. Now, we're gonna get into talking about some of the parenting. It's a good thing that the mom said no, but I think that, and this is just my personal opinion, feel free to disagree, but I don't know a world where a kid even knows about Summer Fridays, about Lululemon, about any of these hot, like Drunk Elephant. I don't even know how they would know about it unless they're on social media, which in my opinion, they should not be on social media. I don't think 10-year-olds should be on social media. I really don't. And I say that because I want 10-year-olds to have a childhood. I want 10-year-olds to enjoy their life off social media before they inevitably probably get on it and it makes their life worse. That's why I'm saying it. It's coming from a good place. I just don't agree with kids being on social media. I really don't. I don't think they should be on TikTok, and I think that that's where they're seeing this stuff, because how else would they know about Summer Fridays? Like, I didn't even know about Summer Fridays until maybe end of last year. How does she know about this? I also don't know that I would ever act like that as a kid. Like I said, the mom did say no, but don't even know if I would have the audacity to even ask for something like that. I would just know my parents would never get it for me because it's too expensive, because it's a $25 lip balm. So
What?
This will mean a lot to me.
No, bro, you're not gonna get me. This does not work.
It actually will.
okay, so now let's get into some employee experiences. So these are Sephora employees that are speaking out about some things that have been happening, okay? Because it's been happening. Let's listen directly from the source.
The girls at Sephora are crazy, but what's crazier are the parents that aren't parenting. So the other day when I was working, we were kind of busy, so the line was kind of long, and this little girl walks up to me, and her basket is literally overflowing. Like, the amount of products that were in there, she had to have been maybe 9, 10, maybe 11 years old, but regardless, definitely way too young to be shopping at Sephora. And I start grabbing the items out so I could scan them, and before I can start, she goes, wait, I have 2 perfumes on hold. Can you get those too? And I'm like, yeah, of course. What's your name? So I go grab her perfumes, and then she goes, can you scan those first so I can see how much they are? So I proceed to scan the 2 perfumes, and the 2 perfumes alone came out to $300. $300. So after she saw the price of the 2 perfumes, I guess that wasn't enough. So she was like, okay, yeah, you can scan the rest of the items in the basket. She's by herself. So I'm kind of just like, who's with her? Like, did she come with a sister, a friend, her mom? Like, who is this little girl with? So I finished scanning all her products, and her total came out to almost $900.
What is going on? That's what I'm saying. I don't even think I would have the audacity to ever ask my parents ever for something that's $900 worth. What?
After I told her total, she looks at me, and she looks at me, and she kind of gives me like a nervous kind of look. She's like, in my head, I'm like, girl, yeah, what did you think the total was going to come out to? So I see her look to her left. To the left, I see that there's an older lady who is her mom and a younger girl, which is her sister. And they're checking out at the register, like 2 down from me. And the little girl calls the sister over, and the sister's like, what? Like, how much is it? And she's like, well, how much was yours? And the sister goes, $500. She said that's so normal. Like, she literally looked at her and said, yeah, $500. So the one that I'm helping out goes, well, mine is almost $900. So then her sister is like, well, do you have enough? And she was like, no, but I'm probably just gonna use mom's money.
There's a lot of people, like, in talking about this topic, there are a lot of people who are saying that people are going too hard on the parents and blah, blah, blah. I think that this rests solely on the parents, pretty much. This is because parents allow their kids to have social media access, like I said. By virtue of even knowing what a Summer Fridays is or a Drunk Elephant is, you're probably on social media, in my opinion. And then to give your kids the money to even buy these products, like, it's irresponsible. Just no.
So I'm kind of just watching this all go down, and in my head I'm like, so what are we doing here? Like, are you gonna get it or not? Like, our line is long. It was literally right after the holidays. You know, the line wasn't gonna get any shorter. So then I tell the girl, are you gonna be paying cash or card? And she goes, sorry, can you give me 1 second? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So she calls her mom over, and the mom like looks at me and she smiles, and then she looks down and goes, wait, how much is it? And the little girl tells her. The mom literally freaked out. She was like, what? No way, you're about to spend $900. Which in my head, I'm like, period. Like, thank you for putting her in place. But anyways, the mom is furious, and the little girl is just looking at her like, what? Like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna spend $900. Like, I don't know what you're looking at. So I'm kind of just looking at them like, what do I do? And then the mom goes, take something out. The little girl lost her mind. She's like, no, I'm not taking anything out. And the mom was like, no, you're going to take something out because what even is in there? So she's like, what even is that? And the little girl's like, it's a flower bomb. I don't even know what a flower bomb is, but apparently it was a perfume.
It's the perfume from Victor and Rolf. But can I just be honest about, like, that's way too mature of a scent for a kid. Victor and Rolf flower bomb. You're kidding.
And the mom's like, you literally already have 2 other perfumes. Like, why do you need another one? And the little girl's just like, because I want it. Growing up, if I ever said anything like that to my mom, it's a wrap.
If I ever said anything like that to my mom, I'd be hanging on a flagpole by my underwear. Either of my parents.
It's a wrap because we're not getting anything at Sephora anymore and I'm going home to get my ass beat. So time goes on, they're arguing back and forth, and the little girl kind of is just, she's not having it. She's like, I'm not putting anything back. Like, no. So finally the little girl's like, okay, fine, I'll take it out. And she takes it out, and then she goes, but that's the last thing I'm taking out. I'm not taking anything else out. Like, I'm sorry, who's the mom here? Because this is the problem. The problem isn't the kids, it's the parents. Because why aren't you guys sitting there saying, you know, holding your ground? Like, these iPad kids, these little girls have never heard the word no, and they kind of just get what they want so they can shut up and the parents can move on with their day. Okay, so then once she removes the perfume, the total was still at like $700. And the mom's like, take something else out. And the little girl's like, no, I already told you I'm not taking anything else out. And then, you know, me trying to like be nice and also get this line moving, I'm just like, hey, like I see that you have 3 Glossier lip products, like, and they're all the same flavor. Like, did you want all 3? And the mom looks at me.
All the same flavor, 3 Glossier? I'm actually more surprised that she even was able to find 3 Glossier products that were the same flavor, because they're so hard to find now. They're always out of stock because the 10-year-olds all buy them all up.
He kind of like saying like, thank you. And then looks at the little girl and she's like, yeah, I know that there's 3. I didn't know what to do. I said, you're right. There's 3. I'm sorry. Stupid thing of me to say. Like, there's 3 and there's a reason there's 3, so I'm so sorry. You're right.
See, that's when you drag your kid out of the store. Obviously, it's too much when your kid is being a brat, saying, I'm buying stuff for $900. No, I'm not taking anything out, blah, blah. Like, obviously, that's not acceptable either. But the second that they say one rude thing to an employee, like a retail employee, that is, in my opinion, the most important time to put your foot down. And it doesn't sound like the parent did that. You cannot be acting like that to Sephora employees.
So then I just shut up. Long story short, after minutes and minutes of arguing, the little girl ended up spending $500 at Sephora instead of almost $900, and the mom was okay with that. I've seen a lot of people talking about the ways we can avoid having these little girls come to Sephora, but there's literally no way that it's going to happen without the action of the parents. Moral of the story is we can make all the story times in the world about how these little girls behave, but nothing is going to change until the parents change.
True. Preach, girl. It's a combination of parents refusing to say no, this like lax parenting of like, I'm your friend, I'm gonna, you know, buy you the Sephora stuff because I want to be cool or something. Like, I don't know. I think it's a multifaceted issue, like I said, but I think the number one thing is also just, why are your kids on social media? Why does your kid even know about this? Like, why are they even allowed in the store?
Sephora girls are crazy. I work at a Sephora in Kohl's, and before you say go, here's the proof. Thank you. So my location has a Target right next to it, so we're just really in like the bugger of it. Like, they go to Target and then they come to us. So I'll just tell you like a quick story about like something that really stuck out to me, but it happens like every day. I'm doing my shift, I'm like stocking stuff, like taking stuff from under the drawers and putting it up on display, and this group of teenagers, wasn't really a group, it was like 3 of them, they started just going to Sol de Janeiro. It was Sol de Janeiro, Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant, and Rare Beauty. They first stopped at Rare Beauty. He's looking at the Rare Beauty blushes. We keep the Rare Beauty blushes in the like showcase up front where you see like the birthday gifts, the 100-point word, stuff like that, because they do get stolen a lot, so we have to just put them there. And I'm like near Rare Beauty already as they're testing, because we have all the testers, so they're like trying on every tester on their hand. And one of them starts talking to her other friend, and she's like, oh, of course they don't have it. And obviously I'm going to interfere because we do have it, so I go up to her and I'm like, we actually do have the Rare Beauty blushes, they're just up front. We have every shade. She goes, well, how am I supposed to know that? And I was like, well, you're not, but I'm just letting you know. And then I walk away. She grabbed like every tester and just starts spraying it. Now, I'm not saying you can't spray the tester.
See, this is the same problem with that I was mentioning if you saw my Stanley Cup video. These employees are not getting paid enough to deal with the rudeness. To me, that is where you draw the line. It's absolutely unacceptable. No, like treating customer service employees like this, I can't with that.
The testers are there for you to test them, but when you're spraying like 10 of each scent, what's the point? Because they're going to be smelling like flowers, caramel, pistachio, sunscreen. You're going to be smelling like hell, so I just don't see the point in that. But I didn't say anything to her because that's not my business. If she wants to smell like that, she can. She also opened, we didn't have the red one. I don't know the number of it. It's like the red one. We didn't have a tester in that. So she helped herself. She took the plastic off one of the brand new bottles and started spraying it. So I obviously had to damage that out, and I asked her to not do it again. And that, she wasn't happy with the way I said that. She makes her way over to Glow Recipe. She gets a dewdrop. I'm assuming she's had it for a while because she didn't have to test. But then after Glow Recipe, she came to Drunk Elephant. She asked me if we had any more of the bronzing drops. I told her, we actually haven't had the bronzing drops in a really long time. They sell out really quick. And she goes, none of you have it. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what she wanted me to do about that. I don't know if she wanted me to check the back, but I've checked the back for tons of customers. We do not have it. After that, she grabbed, I think, she grabbed 2 things from Drunk Elephant. The tubes, one of them was, well, she grabbed 2 of the same one, the orange ones. The tubes where you like twist and then the top flies up. So after that, she, I guess, calls her mom on the phone and tells her that she's ready. Her mom comes over, and we're at the checkout line. I'm scanning.
Hold on a minute. What is the orange one? Let me just, yeah, no. This is the one that she picked up right here. The Drunk Elephant. It's the vitamin C serum. No. You don't need vitamin C serum. It says on the website that it's $78 for that, by the way. These children do not need vitamin C serum. This is another issue that's happening as well, like why that people are really talking about this problem, and which I believe it is a problem that these 10-year-olds are in here for many, many different reasons. But one of the main reasons is that these kids do not need this skincare. They do not need retinols. They do not need vitamin C. They do not need harsh abrasives like the alpha hydroxy acids or the beta hydroxy acids. They do not need resurfacants. They do not need lactic acids. They do not need any of that. But they're using these products that have that in them, and it's not good.
Everything, and she goes, that too. And I was like, what? Because there's a bunch of stuff in the showcase. She goes, the Rare Beauty blush, and I go, what shade? And her mom was there, but I didn't care. Like, how are you gonna have an attitude? Like, teach your kids to like respect people. So after that, I grabbed her the blush. It was this shade Lucky. She was like, can I see it? And I saw her put the test on her. She just wanted to be difficult. And I pulled it out the box, and she goes, can I hold it? And I was like, well, I could just catch it out. You're gonna have it in a second. And she goes, I want to hold it. And I was like, you know what? I don't even care. We're not supposed to give it to them, but I did because I wasn't dealing with it. So after that, the total came up to like $350, $400 around that, and I was like shocked. And her mom buys all of it for her. And while before that, her mom was like, do you really need two of the same ones? It's like $80 each. She was like, Mom, I need it. And she starts flipping out. Her mom was like, oh my god. Whenever her mom buys it, her mom goes, can you carry the bag? I'm gonna go shopping. Because we're in clothes, she was probably gonna go get something for herself. And the daughter goes, why do I have to carry it? She snatches the bag and goes on. And I was like, oh my god. I'm not gonna say too much because I kind of like my job and I want to keep it, but they are out of control.
Well, guys, that's not even the last story we have. Okay, here's another one.
Get unready with me while I tell you about my experience with the 10-year-olds at Sephora as someone who used to work at Sephora.
Okay, so I was just on the floor helping people out, and this little girl came up to me, obviously asking if we had the Drunk Elephant bronzy drops. This was the time when they were so incredibly viral that they weren't in stock literally anywhere. So I told her that no, we didn't have them, but I have some really good dupes or alternatives that I could show her if you'd like. The second I had said that, this girl had this just look of like pure disgust on her face. This girl looks me right in the eyes and goes, are you effing kidding me? Literally, this little girl, and she did not say effing, she said the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, they're sold out, but like I said, I can show you.
Again, once again, it's the same thing with the Stanley Cups. It's beyond wanting a product and like being upset that it's out. It's when you take things so far, like you need a product so badly that you're actually rude to other people and nasty other people, and like you lose all of your empathy for other people. It's gone way too far.
She looks at me, she's like, no, I don't want an alternative, I want the bronzy drops. And again, I was like, I'm so sorry, but we don't have them. So then she proceeds to ask me if we have the Drunk Elephant retinol serum. Mind you, she cannot be any older than like
That's so bad.
Like 10 years old. But I'm not her parent. I just literally work at Sephora. So I was like, yeah, we do, but I want to let you know, like, this is a very strong serum. You really probably don't need it for your young skin. She looks at me, she goes, yeah, I really don't care what you think or what you say. I want it, so I'm going to buy it. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just doing my job, and I walk her over to the Drunk Elephant section, and as like a little last-ditch effort, I was like, I just want to say, this serum is so strong, even I can't use it because it's too strong for my skin. She obviously did not care whatsoever. She like rolled her eyes and was like, yeah, like whatever. So then she proceeds to make those like face smoothies, like with all the testers, like literally every single serum, and just like make the biggest mess. And I'm not like her mom or anything. Like you can do whatever you want. Just like I'm gonna clean it up when you leave. So I didn't say anything. I just kind of let her like play around, walk around the store, and then her mom comes in. Here I am thinking that the mom's gonna like talk some sense into this child and say, listen, little girl, you don't need a retinol serum. But instead, the girl goes up to her mom and is like, mommy, like, can you buy this for me, please? So the mom takes it and she's like reading it and she's like, retinol, why do you want this? I kid you not. The little girl goes, oh, the worker told me I should get it. What? No, ma'am, I did not. So I'm like, oh crap. But the mom comes up to me and she is so pissed off. She is like, why are you trying to upsell my daughter? That is piggery. This is disgusting. Like, how do you even do that? Now, side note, like, obviously when you work in retail, customer service is everything. So like, you're kind of used to like angry people sometimes, but you still have to be like nice and respectful to the customers. So I was like, oh my gosh, ma'am, I am so sorry for the misunderstanding. I did not tell her to get that. I actually advised against it, but I can't tell her what to do. Thinking that she would be like, oh, okay, so sorry. No. She was like, oh, so you're calling my daughter a liar. Oh god. I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, ma'am, that is not what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to let you know that I did not recommend a retinol serum for your 10-year-old daughter. Meanwhile, I look over at the kid and she's just like looking at me with this like grin. Like she knew what she was doing, but the mom was so mad. So I was like, I'm so sorry, you know, like the customer service stuff. And then she looks at the kid and she's like, yeah, we're not getting this, but like you can go pick something else out. And I was like, okay, like if you guys need help looking for anything, and she's like, no. We don't need your help. It's like, okay, I see. So at this point, I'm just kind of like letting them do their own thing. Obviously, I'm like there if they need help, but I'm not going to insert myself anymore. But I see them like walking around in like the Charlotte Tilbury section. She's like, I want the magic cream, the eye cream, and the magic serum. Anyways, they end up coming up to the counter, and all she's catching
Eye cream for a 10-year-old.
out with is the Drunk Elephant retinol serum. So I didn't say anything, but as I'm checking them out, the mom is like, how bad is this actually going to be for her skin? And I was like, it's not really safe for younger skin. Retinol is usually for people 25 and older, but I can't tell you what to do. And she was like, I'm so sorry if I was coming on too strong earlier, but like if she just uses like a little bit, like will it be that bad for her skin? And I was like, again, I do not recommend a 10-year-old using retinol, but that's just my opinion. She bought it, and as they were cashing out, I was like, oh, you have X amount of points. Like, do you want any of our 100-point gifts? So the little girl looks at the gifts and she says, I want that one. I don't even know why I was surprised, but it was like the Estee Lauder Night Repair for anti-aging serum. So the mom was like, is that safe for little girls? I was like, again, I don't recommend it, but I don't know what you want me to say here. So she picked up that gift.
Okay, this is another problem. It is parents that are completely lost and clueless. If you don't even know what your child's buying in a store, they shouldn't be in the store. They shouldn't. They shouldn't be buying it. You shouldn't be buying it for them because they can't afford it on their own, and you know that. And we all know that. If you do not know what it is, why are you buying it?
But it was a crazy little experience. And then that little girl came in the next week with her friends. Too much. There's so many stories that I have from working at Sephora with like older people, younger people, like the amount of stories that I can tell, it's insane. Moral of the story is, moms, if your child wants Drunk Elephant, just advise against it. And if you're a little girl and you want Drunk Elephant, you do not need it. You are going to damage your skin.
So true.
Your perfect young skin.
Get ready with me while I tell you more about these crazy 10-year-olds at Sephora. I'm not mean, but if a little girl comes in my way and pushes me out of the way to get something that she wants when I was already there, I'm gonna have a problem. I just heard these little girls in Sephora talking about their spending limit. Yeah, you'd think their parents would give them maybe like $100 or something. No. I went to Sephora to get Sol de Janeiro, my favorite scent, and I see little girls, obviously, because that's just the new thing. These little girls have Amex cards in their hand. Amex cards. Their parents gave them Amex cards. American Express, if you don't know what Amex means. American Express. And I was in shock. I proceed to see them in the Drunk Elephant section, filling their baskets up. Like it was the last thing on earth. Like, that was like the last Drunk Elephant ever stocked. Then a Sephora employee comes over and obviously asks if they need any help. They go, I don't need any help. I have everything I need. It had literally every single product from Drunk Elephant, including the retinol.
It's so bad. What's really shocking me, I guess, is how much these kids are spending and how much their parents are allowing. It's just something that's foreign to me. My parents would give me maybe $5 if I went out. I mean, maybe I'd get $10 for something, $20, and it would be cash. Like, I just never can imagine running wild with a credit card in a million years. I guess I'm really just shocked. I am. Now let's take a look at what these kids look like at home. This is real. This is what the 10-year-olds collections look like for real. Look at that. Full of skincare products. There's Drunk Elephant moisturizers. There's the Tree Hut body scrubs. There's a Lululemon in the back, an iPhone.
Put that down.
Look at all of the Sol de Janeiros.
For real, for real.
Look at all this. Look at all of the Sol de Janeiro. Your sister is one of the 10-year-olds running around Sephora. Look. Tower 28 Glow Recipe. Look at that. Right here. You see this right here? The Glow Recipe in the middle with the really tall one with the pink top. That has acids in it. These children do not need acid products. That is so bad for their skin. It can cause so much damage.
Put
the bronzing drops, like they've got all the moisturizers. There's I think that's the retinol. That might even be the retinol. Hold on 1 second. This one right here is the glycolic resurfacing serum. What are you doing with that? What are you doing? Look at Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream right here. What are you doing with that? Toners. Like, it's unbelievable.
That's down.
All the Laneige. There's another one. Look at the Stanley. Look at, she's on TikTok and she's got press-on nails too. You POV, your sister is one of the 10-year-old girls you see from Sephora. Look at all the Glow Recipe in there.
Put that down. For real, for real.
Okay, I just want you to look at this. She's on TikTok. Right there, she's on TikTok. They are not even supposed to be on TikTok. I think there's a age limit of 13 at the minimum, which I think is actually still way too low in my personal opinion, especially on TikTok, where you don't know what's coming next. This is what a lot of people will say, okay? A lot of people will say, what's wrong with having a skincare routine when you're 10? Like, it's better for them to start early and learn the importance of skincare. Okay, I have not seen one single person at all make an SPF go viral. I have not seen one of these girls buying SPF. I have not seen one of them crazy about SPF, acting like they have to have it, wearing it every single day. I have not seen any of that, okay? It is not about that for these children. It is about the name brands. It is about the products. It's about buying things for the sake of buying them. That is why this girl has a Stanley. She knows about this stuff from TikTok. That's why she's got the Sol de Janeiro. That's why she's got any of this stuff. It's about buying things to fit in and look cool. They're destroying their skin in the process. It's not good to do a skincare routine when you don't know what the products are doing for you. And if you don't believe me, and you still think, oh, whatever, who cares if they're using Drunk Elephant? Who cares if they're using all these products? Let's hear from an actual dermatologist next. Telling all moms not to buy Drunk Elephant for their tweens. The products are not designed for young skin. Kids using highly active products can experience chemical burns and premature acne. From Dr. Brooke Jeffy, a board-certified dermatologist.
I'm board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Brooke Jeffy. Skincare has become Gen Alpha's must-have trend. It's just not a toy, a piece of fashion, or a gaming system. The problem is that the skin is not just a wall you can throw anything at. It is an organ made of cells with a blood supply that participates in the immune system and communicates with other organs. Things we apply to the skin have consequences and can affect how it functions. Kids are storming Sephora to get products to fit in, not because they have any idea how they work or what can happen if things go wrong. Parents, you may not understand the intricacies of skin function, but at least steer your kids to brands made for kids that focus on maintaining healthy skin or addressing acne.
It says ingredients kids don't need from Sephora in the order of how much I dislike them.
Certified dermatologist talking ingredients kids don't need from Sephora in order of how much I dislike them. The number one ingredient I dislike is retinol containing products for anti-aging. Kids are pumping out the collagen. There is no benefit until at least the mid-20s and only potential for harm prior to that. That is different when we use for acne because then there is a benefit that outweighs the risk. Number two is vitamin C serums, another ingredient that helps with collagen and
Remember in that story time of the Sephora employee where they said the little 10-year-old girl bought 2 Vitamin C serums from Drunk Elephant.
Pigmentation, things your tween does not have. Number 3, exfoliating acids. Kids' skin is turned.
That's exactly the problem. She explained it perfectly right there. These kids are buying skin products for problems they do not have. And these companies are bankrolling off of that. Here's a statistic for you. 8 to 12-year-old girls are the largest market, spending $40 million a month on beauty products, according to Pink Stink in an article, which I'll link down below, where it was referenced. $40 million a month. And I had no idea until this whole 10-year-old Sephora debate even started.
Well, without any help. These are completely unnecessary unless using milder versions because of acne. Number 4 is toner. Those targeted to kids tend to just be a bunch of allergens with no benefit, and they just don't need what adult formulations offer. Number 5 is eye creams. Really, no one needs a specific eye cream unless it is adding something beyond your other skincare products, like retinol for wrinkles in an adult or caffeine to help give a smoother appearance. Kids do not need these things. Number 6 is peptides. These are not harmful, but just unnecessary. Again, the point is to help stimulate collagen, which kids don't need, and just a waste of money.
A waste of money is right. By the way, I keep showing her because she's making a lot of great videos right now about teen and tween skincare. So if you want to follow her on TikTok, it's a cash grab.
Skincare for tweens and teens. There are popular brands that seem to be created more with actual teen skin in mind. And then there are brands enjoying popularity in this age group, even though they were created for adult skin and adult problems. These lines do each have some reasonable products. But the issue with these is that they often encourage too many products, some with actives that are just too much. It can do more harm than good on younger, more sensitive skin.
At the base of it, it's the idea that you need these things in order to fit in. If you don't have every product from Drunk Elephant, if you don't have every single product from Glow Recipe, then somehow you're a loser, or somehow you're ugly. You're not cool enough to hang out with other people. You don't know about this stuff. You're not into beauty and skincare. And it's also encouraging kids to like grow up too fast too. This is a video where she's reacting to of Kourtney Kardashian's daughter doing a skincare smoothie with all of the Drunk Elephant products, and this is her reaction.
He just died a little. Why does this adorable 11-year-old need makeup and this skincare routine, which is more complicated than mine?
I think that says something when a dermatologist is saying that it's a more complicated skincare routine than she even has. This is just expounding on these 10-year-olds are on TikTok and they're seeing these other 10-year-olds doing this with the products and they think that they need to do that too. It's so easy to influence this 10-year-old group of children. This is why they shouldn't be on TikTok in the first place. They shouldn't be seeing all of this stuff. Well, guys, after seeing all of that, there's still people out there that believe that it's no big deal, including this person right here.
I got so mad the 10-year-olds are at Sephora. It has not bothered me one bit. Like, I could not care less. There are people being unalived right now, and that is what you want to worry about. It's Sephora. Not like it's some pharmacy where they're selling out medicine. Is your Ozempic out of stock? I just don't understand how that affects your life in literally any way, shape, or form. Oh, you're concerned about the health of children. It's skincare, and probably like the best skincare they can get.
I feel like that statement right there, the best skincare they can get, while holding, by the way, the TLC. This is a $90 product for 1 ounce of it. The other one is sold out, big surprise. And it's the glycolic resurfacing night treatment. So kids need glycolic acid now. Let's see what this is good for. Anti-aging, good for uneven texture. AHA and glycolic acid, good for pores. Being a-okay with 10-year-olds using that.
It's not like they're shoving rat poison on their face. I agree they shouldn't be using retinol, but like the little lactic acid won't send them to heaven. Honestly, it's giving jealousy. Like, I couldn't afford that when I was 10, but like, why would I care? Y'all are mad that 10-year-olds can afford it and you can. And you're the one who works the 9 to 5. I look like I have jaundice. Imagine.
What?
Imagine being like 35 and having beef with a 10-year-old. Not at your fossil age. The brands are making money. The economy is, I guess, flourishing because of that. If I was 10, I would want this too. Y'all are miserable and need something to complain about, so you decided to start having beef with the 10-year-olds. You're projecting. Also, a lot of 10-year-olds can have actual skin issues like acne. It's not just reserved for old... I should say that. Skin conditions aren't just for you guys. Leave the 10-year-olds alone. Go worry about your actual issues. I'm sure you have a lot of them.
I'll tell you what, I do have a lot of problems. And we're about to find out right now what those problems are. Because this whole 10-year-olds in Sephora business, this whole 10-year-olds with extensive skincare routines using Drunk Elephant, doing 25-step nighttime routines, has led me to discover that there is an entire subsect of TikTok that is exploiting the ever-living out of their children, okay? And we have people like this who are running defense for 10-year-old rights when something like this is going on, okay? No. There are actually people, believe it or not, who have genuine concerns with children that are ruining their skin, children that are becoming victims to overconsumption and marketing schemes from these huge companies that are bankrolling off of them and their parents, children that are being forced to grow up way too fast, children that think that they have to buy things in order to fit in and not be bullied by other children. Those are genuine problems that should not just be skirted around as jealousy over a 10-year-old. What are you talking about? This is why I'm making this video. This is why I'm so disturbed and so disgusted. You want to talk about problems? Let's talk about this. There are children that are being exploited, and not just by the brands, but by their parents on social media, by these social media campaigns, by social media fame, all of the above, and it's happening right now. I'm gonna show you first an example of, I believe to be a parental failure by letting your child that's this young even be on TikTok. But I think that kids are on TikTok and they see other kids like this, and then they wanna become TikTok stars just like them, okay? Here we go.
Things that I hate. When somebody asks if you know about something, when you say no, they go, oh, well, I can't tell you. Like, why ask if I know about it then? When somebody gets caught doing something and they still deny it, you're just embarrassing yourself.
So this is a girl, you might have already seen her because she's gone viral. This girl is 12 years old. Okay, I had to do some digging to find out how old she actually was, but she just got banned off of TikTok because it was discovered that she's below the age limit of 13, even though her account tried to be disguised as like a run by mommy account, okay, which is what a lot of these like child exploiters do, is they'll put run by mommy or whatever. By the way, in this video, she's using the AHA toner. No, she doesn't need that. She's 12 years old. I do believe that it's the fame of children like this that we see right here. For example, Kourtney Kardashian's daughters, Kim Kardashian's daughters that are going viral on TikTok. They see these rich tweens and 10-year-olds that are using these skincare products, and then these kids want to be like that. And like I said, all this can be avoided if they're simply not allowed to be on TikTok. It is my opinion that they saw videos like this and then they start to try to emulate it. And now it has become basically a meta where kids that are 10 years old will get on and they'll have mommy ran accounts and they will do their skincare routine for TikTok, which then go viral. And they get hundreds of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of shares. It is turned into one of the most disgusting exploitation exercises that I have ever seen.
With me for school. Oh, you know when your friends and you aren't necessarily fighting, you're not really acting like friends, if that makes sense. Like, tensions are high, but she keeps saying backhanded and like, oh, passive-aggressive things to me. I can't even be mad at her because I'm saying the exact same thing back.
Here's the example, okay? This is one of many that I'm going to show you. I can't even guess the age. I want to say 5 or 6. Doing a Sephora haul.
So I'm going to try the product. First, I bought this sanitizer that smells like apples. Second, I bought a lip mask. Lastly, I got a night treatment.
This is you can see right there, AHA. This is an AHA night treatment for a 6-year-old. And look at all the likes and look at all the comments and look at all the saves. You can see them right on the side right there. Unbelievable. An AHA, which helps with improve the texture of your skin. No. She's using it right now.
See you in my next video. Bye.
So this is a screenshot of the account. Okay, it says mini influencer lifestyle Swifty, which isn't even spelled the right way. Account ran by Sissy. So that is their way to get around having a 11-year-old or 5-year-old or 6-year-old having their own account on TikTok in the bio to try to get around being banned. They'll say ran by Sissy or ran by mom. This is another one that I found. This lady is explaining her kids so disgustingly awful. It says, FYI, they do not use retinol, and if they like occasional makeup for fun, I will not stifle their creativity. Since everyone is so concerned about 10-year-old little girls in Sephora, here are my daughters who love all things girly and have since they were 2. Stop directing your hate towards children who are literally just excited to be like their mom. Yeah, their mom who's obsessed with vanity and fame. My mom used plenty of skincare, but my mom always let me know that that was not the most important thing in life, is vanity and looks and looking younger. We're teaching these kids that they have to look younger and younger. That is something that is going to be valued, and like you have to start early. It's like, no, they don't need this stuff. And no one's directing hate towards children. They're directing their concerns and their criticism towards the parents, you. Just since they were 2, by the way. This is the account that we just saw. 25,000 followers. It says mom and family lost account at 318,000. Probably because you got banned. Rightfully so.
Ready with me to go run errands. My husband took the girls to Sephora, and it was really cute because they met this employee. She was super, super sweet. I think she might actually be one of the managers at that store. I actually wasn't with them, and my husband called me, and was like, Mom, I have to tell you something. She was like, we went to Sephora, and one of the employees told us that we were so sweet, and they were complimenting us on our manners, and told my husband, I was like, can you please go back in there and ask that employee if she would be willing to like do that video again, because I just wanted to show you guys.
This is, first of all, actual insanity. All I can explain is that they did a video skit with an employee where they were talking to the employee, fake conversation orchestrated by the parents, trying to showcase how respectful some 10-year-olds are in Sephora and why they should be allowed in Sephora, because some of them are very respectful, and showcasing that not all 10-year-olds are like that.
I have the mini glow recipe, like blueberry cleanser in stock.
I don't know. I'm gonna go check for you, okay? I actually don't have it in stock. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you.
Of course, thank you for being so polite, you guys. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you.
They did an actual skit where they roped in an employee. Once again, they're not paid enough to do skits on the job. But she literally heard that the employee complimented her kids on how respectful they were. And her first thought was, can you go in there and ask the employee if she'll be part of a video? Which they ended up doing. Insane person alert.
How they actually are. Not once have they ever been rude to an employee in any store. They're always extremely kind, courteous, not demanding. We're gonna go to Sephora and Kohl's because typically they have like better stock on products than the ones that are in like the malls and stuff.
And I don't know why.
They're like always sold out. So we wanted to come here and see if we can find
the new
Sol de Janeiro scent, because we kind of want to smell it.
See, I just have an issue. This is why I'm showing this too. Taking my daughters to at Sephora for the new at Sol de Janeiro. So a lot of these mommy accounts are trying to get sponsorships and trying to get recognized by Sephora and trying to get recognized and go viral with Sol de Janeiro and get free products sent to them and do sponsorships. They're actually trying to do that. And guess what? It's working for some of them. So that's why they're doing these weird convoluted videos where they go into Sephora. First of all, these kids should not know when new products are dropping at Sephora, in my opinion. It's lunacy. Can people just speak it out loud and just say it for what it is? It's insane. Let them be children. Let them have a childhood. Let them get off of social media and stop having to do skits for you. I didn't give a f about any of this stuff when I was 10, and I shouldn't have. And by the way, I just want to preface this by saying I had the greatest childhood of anybody that I know. I wish I could go back. The days where I had no social media in my life, I wish I could go back to those days. That's what I want for these children. I want them to have the freedom to go live their life and not feel like they have to consume products and they have to keep up with this beauty standards. I wish I could go back to when I just didn't care. All I cared about was like, what am I going to do that day? I'm going to go play on the playground. I'm going to go have fun. Not do any of this. This is sad that they're having to do skits in Sephora and they care this much about Sol de Janeiro products coming out. They shouldn't care about this stuff. It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Before we buy it, so let's go see.
Oh my gosh, they have it. Stop.
Oh my gosh, they have a ton.
So stop.
They have a ton in stock. Let's see what it smells like.
You're kidding.
Hey guys, and today I'm gonna be trying Bubble.
Once again, tagging Bubble. She's obsessed with at Bubble. Hashtag skincare routine, hashtag skincare, hashtag kids of TikTok. 100,000 likes, 15,000 saves, 6,000 comments. And look at all of the shares as well. 9-year-old skincare routine. This is another mommy run account who has done many skincare routines following this up, by the way.
These are my day and these are my night. This night I'm gonna be using these.
These acrylic nails, okay? I don't think 9-year-olds should have acrylic nails. I have no problem with like manicure. If you wanna get a manicure with regular nail polish, no problems. The acrylic nails that you have to go in and get them filled. These 9-year-olds should be 9-year-olds. They should not be like little adults. Let them be children. This is not appropriate. That is what all of this is. It's moving these kids sooner and sooner towards consumption of products. You have to have this to be cool. You have to have nails to be cool. You need to have acrylic nails. And it's just upping the ante. We're just moving the goalposts. It's like, okay, once you get all of the bubble skincare, then you need to get all of the Drunk Elephant. Then you need to get what is next? La Mer. We need to have all the La Mer. Once we have, you know, our nails painted, no, you actually need acrylic nails. No, you actually need to get a spray tan at 9 years old. No, you need to get highlights at 9 years old. No, it's not appropriate. None of it is.
To start off, I'm using these.
Literal, look at an acrylic nail.
Okay, I just finished washing it off. Now I'm gonna be doing the overnight hydration mask. This is the mask, and then I'm gonna do 2 pumps. This feels really nice. You all should go buy this. It like helps your skin, it helps your skin. It protects your skin and helps it I'll see y'all.
Doesn't even know what it does, but telling people to go buy it because her mom wants a sponsorship from Bubble. Yeah. They don't even know what they're using these products for, and this is an example right here. At its core, one of the biggest problems here.
In the morning. Bye.
We are gonna be doing...
Okay, so here we go, guys. Guess what? They managed to secure some Bubble sponsorship or something. They got Bubble's attention right here, okay? Bubble commented and said, thanks so much. By the way, Bubble's commented on every single thing, so they are complicit in this as well. Shame on you, Bubble, by the way. Shame on you. Shame on you for doing this and like encouraging this. Like, it's gross. Like, kids should not even be on social media. You shouldn't even be interacting with them. It's disgusting. You're gross. You should not be interacting with moms that are exploiting their children on the internet. Yuck. I would never buy anything from Bubble after seeing this. Ever. Ever. Guys, we're going to be doing an updated routine, she's saying. The mom is with her now, standing behind her. Hashtag Bubble Skincare. Hashtag Bubble Skincare. Hashtag skincare. Mom-daughter skincare routine.
An updated Bubble night routine. I'm going to be doing it with this time.
I want to be showing her what to do.
So since her last video that went viral,
it went viral. That's all we care about with our kids. We only care about going viral with our kids. The priorities are so fucked up in this country, in this world, honestly.
she doesn't have any nails and she has a little bit more products. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking where we got Bubble.
The cleanser, the toner, the face oil.
What did the dermatologist say? They don't need a toner.
The exfoliating mask.
Once again, they do not need an exfoliating mask with AHA and PHA. Here's another one, tone and texture serum, vitamin C and niacinamide. They don't need these products. A 9-year-old does not need these products. What does it do again? Oh, it helps your skin, right? Look at Bubble's comment. Obsessed with this. I'd be willing to bet that Bubble sent them more skincare.
A serum, a moisturizer.
We're not cute yet. No, we look nasty. I already got dressed and did my hair.
Here's another one that the mom had the daughter do. Okay, had the daughter do this on her account. And I did some digging also, by the way. This one's gonna make some of you mad that have watched many of my videos before.
So now I just have to do my makeup.
And it makes me sad that this girl's like, I look nasty. Like, don't worry, I look nasty right now, but we're gonna look cute in a second.
Of these beauties should I choose today? I'm so ugly whenever I put on headbands. I don't know why. I'm just going to do my makeup now. I know. Okay. So, stick foundation, shade, eyelid.
She's using unique products. Using a foundation, first of all, don't need that. Skin's perfect. You can't see it, but her skin's perfect. Unique. The mom is having her try to go viral with the skincare routine because she's a unique seller, which is an MLM if you don't know. Okay, a pyramid scheme. So she's having her daughter try to go viral because those are the videos that are going viral because it's an entire meta. I'm telling you, it is an entire meta. It's an underground thing. You probably wouldn't see it unless you're looking for it. This is why I'm saying all these other kids on TikTok, this is all they see. This is all they see. They're inundated. They're like, I need these products because this is all they're seeing. I don't see this stuff because I'm not looking for it, okay? But when you go looking for it, it's there for the people that are looking for it.
3, 2, 1. Boom. Smooth. And then I go with shade foundation Scarlet, and I just put it under my eyes so that I don't have dark circles. Then I go in with the concealer. This is from e.l.f.
So she doesn't have dark circles, she said. She's 10 years old. Dark circles, what are you talking about? Using a unique product. Her mom probably told her that.
I have a lot of stuff that's from e.l.f. and a lot of stuff that's from you. So we're just gonna put this.
And this is what I'm saying. It's like these kids, like that's why I mentioned, like when she mentioned the fact that she's, I look ugly right now. I look ugly with headbands. Kids should not be saying these things about themselves. They shouldn't be thinking like this. It's about themselves. It makes me sick. It breaks my heart that they're thinking like, I look ugly right now. I need makeup to look beautiful. You don't. You shouldn't even think this way, because guess what? Once you think this way, you'll never, ever stop thinking like that. Once you start paying attention to weight, you never stop thinking about weight. Once you start paying attention to, oh, I look ugly, you never stop paying attention to it. It makes me sad. The age is getting lower and lower and lower for this stuff, and that is why I care, because it shouldn't be like this for kids, and it makes me sick.
Get ready.
Okay, so this is probably the most disgusting and disturbing person that I have ever seen exploiting their children on the internet. This is probably in the top 3 parents that I've ever seen. Actually psychotic and insane behavior. This video makes me pissed off. And you should be pissed off too. This is why we should care about all of this stuff. It's not about me being jealous of 10-year-olds. By the way, this girl's not even 10. She's 5 or 6. This is why you should care. So this is a mommy run account. Basically, most of her videos are about her daughters. The only ones that go viral are her daughters. She actively tracks the ones where they have 1 million or more views and puts them in playlists. Look at this video right here, 183,000 likes. That means it's got millions of views, by the way. 6,400 comments, 18,000 saves. And it says, let's talk skincare.
Before bed, let's talk skincare.
Okay. The mom is standing behind her like Grima Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings, who's poisoning the King of Rohan. That's what she's like. It's disturbing.
Cheers.
No, it's empty.
So what do you use it for?
Decoration.
All right, next.
Here's my favorite part, is that this mom thinks she's the best mom in the world right now for making this video. She thinks she's actually the best mom in the world. She's like, okay, so show them that I don't let you use this product. And it's like, no, you're actually one of the worst parents I've ever seen. And that says a lot, because I've seen a lot of bad parents. I look at everything through the lens of child exploitation now. Once you start to see that, you never unsee it. And that's how I even discovered all of this. This is disgustingly gross.
Use this one?
No. I don't need it yet, so I use it for decoration too. And I use it when I get older, so.
I use it for decoration. The fact that she's even saying something like that as decoration is like, you're putting these products on a pedestal when they don't matter. These things don't matter, okay? You're putting it for decoration because you want to look cool. You want to look like you have a lot of stuff. That's not the way we should be training our kids to think. Am I wrong? I'm not, but I'm just saying it.
Okay, is this yours?
No.
Whose is it?
Mom.
When can you use it?
When my mom says I can.
Somebody, by the way, left a comment saying, wait a minute, didn't I see her using those bronzing drops before? So, there you go.
These 2 are mine. I asked my mom permission if I can use these.
Okay, that, by the way, that oil, let's take a look at that, by the way. Drunk Elephant, this is the Virgin Marula oil. This product is $68 for that oil. So this 6-year-old's using a $68 face oil. And she's also using, which she should not be, a niacinamide serum from Glow Recipe. Why are you using niacinamide? It's for reducing the appearance of pores. Why are you using that? Please explain.
And then bubble, and I can use this whenever I want.
Here's a comment that I found. Why do skincare when you're 5 and 6? And she replies, why not? Never too young to learn healthy habits. Seriously, some of the worst parenting I've ever seen. So that's why I'm saying it's so rich that she's acting like the best parent in the world. So here's the account right here. 4.8 million followers. It's a mommy run account. Okay, like I said, get ready with us. We're obsessed. Look at all the things right here. Almost 1 mil club. She's got videos that are almost hitting a 1 million views that she's trying to bump up and get more views on. It's just basically all about her kids. And if you'll see right here, divorce decisions is one of them.
Okay, there are 2 things I've been wanting to do, and now that I'm in my divorce era, I really want to do them even more. So I need you guys to help me decide. Should I cut my hair, the old chopperoonie everyone's doing, or should we get a new puppy?
She has an account that she shares with her children, and she's doing divorce updates saying she's in her divorce era. Anybody else see a problem with that? Okay, if you don't see a problem, how about this? Divorce Diaries, the final part.
Is the day that I got my answer. And Wednesday, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine from TikTok, and she had said to me, why haven't you reached out to this other woman's husband? And I thought about it, but
And I almost messaged him on Facebook 2 days earlier, but I didn't want to cause any kind of strife in their marriage if there was really nothing there. You know, like I don't want to hurt somebody else and have them feel the way I'm feeling if truly there was nothing going on. So I didn't message him. So now this is Wednesday, and I thought, you know what? If there's nothing going on, it's not going to harm their marriage. It won't hurt to at least reach out to him, see if he knows anything or has any suspicions himself. So I went onto Facebook to send him a message, and all of a sudden I noticed that I was blocked by him.
Let's do.
Okay, so yeah, she's spilling all of the tea. Literally did a 5-part series about her divorce. Do you not see a problem with that when you're showing your children's faces, they know your children's names, and you're talking all about the divorce and of their father? Their classmates can see this and then go and make fun of them, saying your dad cheated on your mom and lied about it with another woman? And your mom's giving us all the dirty details about it? Does anyone see a problem with this? Anybody see a problem with this? Here's another, by the way, viral video in the 1 million club. 63,000 likes. Look at all those shares. Look at all those comments. Unbelievable. Haven's night routine with some Q&A.
A night routine. So I have on my eye patches and my face mask. I left it on for 15.
These children are actually trained. Look at the mom standing behind her. I'm fucking creeped out. The mom standing behind. These kids are trained to be like this, trained to be actors and to perform.
15 minutes, now let's take it off. That's so smooth. Now to wash my face, I'm going to use my Millie Bobby Brown cleanser. OMG, it is so smooth at the top.
Your skin's always smooth. You're 5. You're actually 5 years old.
Okay, my face is all clean. Next up, my e.l.f. toner. It's so satisfying. Listen. ASMR. Dry, dry, dry.
All right, hey, let's do some Q&A while you're rubbing in your serum.
Okay.
So they want to know what sport.
They want to know. They're strangers asking questions about your daughter. Shouldn't you be concerned? You're sick.
Do you play?
Just look at that glow. Oh my gosh. Next up, moisturizer.
Do you?
Drunk Elephant moisturizer. Hold on a minute. Let's check out the price of that one, shall we? Yep, that's a $62 moisturizer. $62 moisturizer. This is not sustainable to be buying these products that are this expensive, by the way, because they're meant to be used like over the course of 30 days and then you run out. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but you know what I'm saying. If you use it every day.
You have a crush.
Yeah.
Do you have a crush?
Yes, I do, and he has a crush on me, and it's crazy.
You guys.
She actually said the name, I cut it, but she said the name of the crush. She goes, oh, so your crush is friends with this other girl's crush? And they're actually friends with each other? And she goes, yep. Are you fucking sick? How about this one? She's using her kids to sell stuff on TikTok Shop.
These Barbie pink Stanleys are under $30 in the TikTok Shop. Go get them.
Eligible for commission at the bottom. I'm about to have a fucking heart attack. This is some of the worst stuff I have ever seen in my lifetime. In my lifetime, 95,000 likes. Enough is enough. I could show you videos like that for hours. Hours of the exploitation of these children, the new meta of trying to showcase 10-year-old skincare routine because it's a hot topic right now. It's trending. It's going to get them views. It's going to get them likes. It's going to get them sponsorships. I am disgusted and disturbed, okay? I am disgusted and disturbed. This is obviously a very complex issue, okay? Some of which I don't think people have actually even understand the depths of this. I don't see how at this point, after seeing what you've all seen, you could consider this to not be a problem, no big deal. Just chalk it up to jealousy over 10-year-olds, as the person said. I mean, that was weird. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, that was really weird. Jealous over 10-year-olds, because 10-year-olds can afford it. No, 10-year-olds can't afford it, their parents can. I don't think 10-year-olds should be in Sephora. I don't think 10-year-olds should know what Drunk Elephant is. I don't think they should be on social media. I don't. I am only saying this stuff because I want to preserve the childhood of these children. I want them to remain innocent. I want them to live their lives as long as they possibly can, free of the chains that we all experience of we feel like we don't look good enough. We feel like we're not young enough. We feel like we don't have enough products. We don't have enough money. We don't have this product. We want to fit in. I don't want them to feel like that. I don't want them to feel like that. It's these companies and this society that we live in that is pushing these children to think that they need things. It's not just one thing, I think, that led to this problem of, 10-year-olds in Sephora using skincare that they don't need. I think that it's just a combination of so many different factors. Another factor that I actually haven't talked about a whole lot that some people have also mentioned is just the lack of stores for tweens. Without justice, without stores like Limited 2 or Libby Lou or Delia's. I mean, these are long gone, but kids don't want to go into Claire's anymore. They're just bypassing that and going straight to Sephora. In my opinion, there needs to be more stores for that tween demographic where they can spend money and it's age appropriate stuff. You know, even stores, I think back to where did I shop when I was younger? I shopped at Hollister. I wanted to shop at Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle. Those stores have changed their marketing from tweens to actually be directed towards my age group and my demographic of like, you know, later 20s and early 20s. In these 10-year-olds' defense, they don't really have a lot of places to go, so you can't really blame them if they want to go get dropped off at the mall. Where are they going to shop? That's another issue on top of all the other issues. But the number one thing that people can do today is parents can get their kids off social media. It's easier said than done, but that's just the reality. Personally, if I had any children, I would not want them to become part of the machine, which is consumerism, attempting to look younger, attempting to be famous, getting their validation from things and products and likes and from looks. These are not the things that matter in life, and we cannot allow this to continue. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed, and don't forget to like this video and please subscribe if you did enjoy it. I do make a ton of videos like this on trending topics, and I have a lot more coming this year that I think you're really going to be interested in. So subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Honestly, it's giving jealousy. Like, I couldn't afford that when I was 10, but like, why would I care? Y'all are mad that 10-year-olds can afford it and you can, and you're the one who works the 9 to 5. Leave the 10-year-olds alone. Go worry about your actual issues. I'm sure you have a lot of them.